Thank you, Emily. So this trial that's going to be taking place here at the Carroll County Courthouse, it is a big deal here in Delphi, as you can imagine. It's a big deal across Indiana, really all over the nation. And that's why 13 News and other media have repeatedly asked to have a camera inside the courtroom for the trial. But all of our requests have been denied.
Frances Gull presiding.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Judge Gull did allow cameras in the courtroom at one of Richard Allen's pretrial hearings back in late 2023, but then things went sideways. The judge kicked Allen's public defenders off the case. They appealed to the state Supreme Court, which overruled the judge and reappointed the defense team. Things got very tense, and we've never been allowed to have cameras back inside the Delphi murders courtroom ever since. If a judge wants to keep cameras out of a trial, court rules here in Indiana give no opportunity to challenge that decision. Our 13 News legal analyst, Katie Jackson-Lindsay, explains.
That judge has complete discretion, and that judge's discretion is final. There's no one to appeal to, essentially. But in terms of changing this decision right now, at this moment, there is no recourse to do that.
And she says it's not really the media that loses out as much as the public.
What needs to come out of this trial, beyond justice for either side, is public trust in our system. And having cameras in the courtroom would allow the public to actually see how it plays out. Regardless of this verdict, there's going to be one side that's very unhappy. Any lack of public trust that comes from this trial in particular is going to be far-reaching, far beyond Carroll County, because everyone is watching right now.
Keep in mind, this trial is being held here in a small courtroom in Carroll County to give the residents of Delphi a chance to see this trial themselves. But by not allowing cameras in the courtroom, where seating is extremely limited, Delphi residents will have little chance to see the actual proceedings. So that's where the media comes in, and here's what's going to happen. The judge has allotted 12 seats inside the courtroom for media to cover this trial. The media is working together to divide those between print and broadcast. There will be a random drawing to determine which outlets get a pass inside the courtroom each day, and those passes will rotate. 2 of the media passes each day will go to pool reporters, which means they'll brief all media and share their notes with the other reporters, including those who did not get a seat inside the courtroom. By the way, after the judge turned down our request for cameras in the courtroom, we asked if we could at least have an audio recording, record the audio of the trial, or have an overflow room where more people would be able to hear exactly what was going on. All of those requests were also denied. I can tell you, just a few minutes ago, the first media drawing took place to determine who's going to be in the courtroom tomorrow. 13 News will be inside the Carroll County courtroom for the opening statements in the Delphi murders trial, and we will be here at the courthouse every day of the trial to tell you exactly what happens inside the courtroom. In Delphi, I'm Bob Segall, 13 News.
Yeah, we look forward to your continuing coverage there in Carroll County. Thanks so much, Bob. And you can take an in-depth look at this case by watching our Delphi Murders special, which is streaming tonight at 7 over on WTHR Plus. This is a free download on Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Roku.